finally! Our first hollow win. I thought it would never happen at this rate. Wow, so yeah, we actually got a pretty decent dragon out of this. I know that a lot of people love Deity, but we did manage to finish this off with, I believe, about 150 gems, which is more than I'd like to spend during a heroic race, but you know, Deity for like 150 gems I would say is probably pretty worth. We just got to like room 30 and we'd only died once, I think. I was like, hey, we'll give it a try. Shame we didn't get more Phoenix perks, but it is possible. Usually you have to invest at least 100 gems, but it happened this time, so at least we can't claim we never did it. So we'll just wait a bit longer for this guy to finish, and he is one of the decent Arcanas as well, because, you know, we've got V1, V2 Arcanas. He's a useful one. Legendary primary element's not too bad, because we don't have too many time dragons running around. So yeah, we'll look forward to getting him soon. We'll have Empathy's collection done, and we bred a new dragon just before they took away my time skips, because people kept asking about time skips. You'll see that I no longer have the option of skipping this 32-minute timer. It's because now, as of the new beta stuff, I now have limited 6-hour skips. Of course, before I used to have permanent 12-hour skips, but they messed with a lot of people's time skips. And even though I'm fully free to play, they've taken away the perma 12-hour skips and given limited 6-hour skips, but you can use them at any time during the breed or hatch. So if you have a, let's say, 18-hour egg in your hatchery, you can actually instantly skip that if you have 3 skips available. But again, you only have a limited amount, and I don't remember how many I used, like 5, something like 5 of them, and then I ran out of skips, so it's not very many per day. And yes, I know that people are really angry about it. It is what it is. We just deal with it for now. Lap check. I'm currently on lap 19, and our opponents haven't really moved at all, and so I'm hoping the same for you. One thing I will say about the heroic races though is I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, this guy's right on my tail, I think I might give up. Thing is, we've still got 6 days left in this heroic marathon event, and the thing is, the people that you see in your ranking leaderboard doesn't mean they can see you, which is something that a lot of people aren't aware of. So like, I can see this guy called Eric, Unknown, Dago, Yohi, for instance, but the people that they can see in their leaderboard are likely completely different. We've confirmed this before. People have said that they've seen me in their heroic races before, sent screenshots, but I've not been able to see them, and I've seen tons of other people say the same thing. So chances are you may actually be with someone that maybe in their leaderboard they're actually rank 1, but they're a lower lap than you. And so they may end up just not logging in as much anymore. So always keep that in mind with heroic races, because I know that if a guy is on like lap 22 or something right now, and maybe you're on like lap 16, just as an example, maybe you want to give up. But the thing is, if that guy is like way ahead of everyone else in his own leaderboard, they may end up just not logging in for as much for the rest of the event. So always keep logging in for these events just in case. Of course, if they keep logging in and you just don't win, then, you know, that sucks. But these heroic races are notorious for people just no longer logging in because they get sort of bored of the event after like a few days. And with 6 days left, there's been a few days of the event. People have started to, you know, slow down a little bit on average. Not everyone, but a lot of players, they tend to not have the initial event release hype. So I highly suggest just being consistent, still logging in. If you don't want to use gems, you don't need to. Like for this one, we could gem the final one, because for lap 19, node 4, for instance, we have to wait 3 hours, 20 minutes total. So maybe if you were like looking to gem this as you wanted to make quick progress, you could like collect the 3rd item and then gem the 4th one. But if you're like way ahead, or if you just want to be consistent and keep logging in and see where you can go, just do it the normal way. Don't waste any gems, save the gems, see where you get, and hopefully the other guys in your heroic marathon just sort of stop logging in. It happens a lot. I really cannot stress just how many people end up losing in these races just because they stop logging in midway through, when they very easily could have made their way through the entire event. But we do also have the other Dragon Dragafruit releasing in a few hours. I did unlock Battalion earlier, so yeah, we will get him hatched at some point. But, you know, we don't have tons of event items or anything. We did get some more Joker Orbs from the Fruits of Nature collection, which was nice. Because, you know, we all like Joker Orbs. Who doesn't like Joker Orbs? But we will be finishing off the Toxiberry collection very soon. And we get a free Phoenix perk for it as well, which isn't too bad. But I think the main thing that I'm going to be focusing on myself is, of course, Heroic Race and just getting some collections done. Because, you know, we've got 1,100 dragons at this point, but we've got some of these collections that have like 1 or 2 dragons in them that I've just never bothered to finish doing. So we might as well get some free gems out of this. Like the Explorer one, we get Red Asian, which I think I've already got, but then we get 12 gems for it. But we do need to get Azure, who is a Sanctuary breeding dragon, which can be a pain in the butt. But it's only 1 dragon, maybe we can go for it. It's gonna suck without perma 12-hour skips now, but, you know, it's fair to everyone now, I guess. And then we've got second Heroic, for instance. We could do that eventually, but not anytime soon. Phase Savior, we could always do this one, because if we check, you can rescue both of these dragons from Dragon Rescue. So this one should be easily doable as well, like Phase Savior. Alliance Chest Dragons, we can breed Vulcan, and then we have Mammotus, who's also rescuable, and so is Mass. So this is another pretty easy one, and it's a dinosaur one. So, I don't know, I just thought I'd point out that if I've got some collections like this with just a couple of dragons left to get, you probably have some as well. So, yeah, who doesn't like free gems, especially mid-heroic race? So if we can make it happen, especially with any rescue dragons, definitely gonna get on that. Zombie Terror, we can get High Diabolical, though I don't think we have the orbs for Diabolical. Let me check. I think he's one of the ones, yeah, we're only at like 50, just under 50 orbs for him, so he'll probably still take a little while, but we'll get there eventually, you know, either getting his orbs from the shop or just trading eventually, but, you know, it's a constant goal and lots of things to unlock. I know that some people don't worry about the collection side of this game, but I think it's probably the most rewarding part of this game. Like, you know, we've got arenas and stuff, but arena gets pretty boring, especially when you're using like the same dragons for like an entire season. I don't know, I just find it a little bit boring, especially all the resetting that you have to do in Masters. If you don't have a level 70, it can just get a bit annoying. But collecting, it's going to be a constant until we get, obviously, every single dragon that we can free to play. So there is that too. But anywho, skis, we will continue collecting more dragons and maybe we'll get lucky again one day in Hollow. But this is the first Hollow that I've been successful in out of all of them. So, yeah, don't expect crazy stuff if you're free to play and don't like gambling. I only did it because we were getting really lucky on the run. Otherwise, I would never have spent gems on it, especially not mid-heroic race. But, you know, that time it worked out and, you know, we had the gems available to guarantee the dragon, which is the only reason I pressed on. But, anywho, good luck. I wish you the best in your heroic race and, have fun.